Welcome along board, ladies and gentlemen, back here to the Pocono Raceway here in Long Pond, Pennsylvania for our second trip here of the 2021 season. We are in the home stretch of this 2020-21 season. 7 races remain, 3 of them this weekend, and we kick off here with race number 1 of the Kalahari Resorts Long Pond Super Sprint. As this long and demanding season comes to a close here with just 7 rounds remaining, 3 of them here at the Pocono Raceway, everything is on the line here as the drivers and constructors championships are still very much up for grabs here. You have a lot of guys here who are still looking to secure themselves a ride for next season. You have all sorts of chaos going on here, and it is going to be exciting to see who can come out on top here. 3 races this weekend, a 20-lap race here on Saturday, followed by 2 22-lap races tomorrow on the Sunday. And it's going to be a very exciting race to see who can capitalize here in this championship hunt to gain the most here. And who can really start to, if any of these drivers can put any sort of gap into dent into Justin Zeidel's point lead here. And speaking of Justin Zeidel's point lead, Justin Zeidel comes in today with an 82-point lead over Joe Rutkowski, 102 back to Eric Monaco, and then it starts to fall off a cliff for the rest of the field. It is 150 back to Equan Haslam, 162 to Zachary Fitzwater. Adam McCrow, after a strong run at Indy, bumps himself up to P6. Igor Barreto, P7. Colton Yo, P8. Dustin Davis, the past couple of weeks have been nothing but a nightmare for him. He was within 100 points of Justin Zeidel. He now sits 182 points off the lead with 7 races to go. He's got the advantage that we have 3 races here this weekend, but you have to kind of start to wonder if the season has officially come apart here for the guy who almost won last season's championship as well. Angel Olvera moves up to P11, but he's 206 off the lead after that heartbreaker last week at Indianapolis. But his teammate Shane Lake is right behind him at P12. So even though they may not have the chance to win a driver's championship there at Stealth Motorsports, they're going to have a shot to win the team championship because they've got both their boys right. Both of those drivers, Cam and Garlington, are right there in the thick of this fight. They currently sit second in the owner's points after Indianapolis. It is 976 Otter Island Motorsports, 969 Stealth Racing, 968 Arctic Racing, 962 Collins Racing. That is the top 4 teams in the constructor standings, separated by just 14 points entering today's race with 7 races to go. Anybody could come out on top. Our Arctic Racing really wants to get that title that they thought they had a chance to win last year. Almost had a shot last year to catch up to Grattan Racing, but they just completely opened the whoop-ass cam last season. But here we go here. 20 laps here in this first event of the weekend around the Pocono Raceway here in Long Pond, Pennsylvania for the first ever Super Sprint race weekend here in the Body Armor Cup Series. Row number 1 is going to feature our pole sitter Brock Nelson. Outside of him, Colton Yo in the number 55, who has 2 wins this season on flat tracks. Row number 2, Brett Sierra in the 67, Arthur Xavier in the 84, row number 3, Keegan Thompson in the 69, and Adam McCrow looking to help his team get back into the lead of that constructor's race. Row number 4, Igor Barreto and Alexander Rowe. Row number 5 is Thomas Troxel, Logan Williams. Row number 6, Bailey Pendergast and Justin Zeidel. Right behind them on row number 7 is Joe Rutkowski and Jesse Turner. And just a few rows back on row number 9 is Eric Monaco in the 79. So the top 3 in the Drivers' Championship all start within about 5 positions of each other. It's going to make the battle today between these 3 fellers very, very intense here as this race winds down. And only 20 laps here for today's race. The 2 races tomorrow both will be 22 laps. The first one will be a top 20 invert. So if you finish 20th in today's race, you start on the pole for Sunday's race. And if you win today's race, you start 20th. So that's That's how that works there. Race number 2 tomorrow, and race 3 of the weekend will be set by the points, which is looking like it's going to be Justin Zeidel leading that one, but we will see as everything winds down to a close. The season is coming to a close here, folks. 7 races to go. There will be just 4 after we leave Pocono this weekend. Does anybody have anything for Justin Zeidel? Who can get a win here before the season winds out? The Splash and Go pace car makes the left-hand turn down the pit road. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. We are racing here at Pocono. Colton Yo wasting absolutely no time trying to put Pocono Racing out in front here in that number 55 Pilot Flying J Chevy Camaro. Let's see if he drags Brett Sear along with him. Gets by Brock Nelson. Nelson won't even get to lead the first lap from the pole position. It's going to be Yo, Nelson, Sierra, Thompson up to 4th. Already now going to 3rd. They're going to try and take Brock Nelson 3 wide into turn number 1. Here goes Thompson, Sierra on the bottom of the racetrack. Who's going to get the big gain here? Side by side, 3 wide here through the center of the corner. I think they're going to clear Nelson perfectly fine there. Sierra for the moment with a little bit of a nose ahead of Thompson, but Thompson's got the bottom heading up into the tunnel turn here. Now follow along with Xavier. Here's Joe Rakowski starting in the 13th position. He's already working his way into the top 10 here. He had a great opening lap here to move his way up through the field. He wants a win here today. He knows it. Obviously, he knows it'll hurt his starting position tomorrow, but we will see. It's been a while since Rutkowski won. He won back in race 3 of the season, his first start at Homestead. He's had a stupidly consistent season, Rutkowski has, but hasn't picked up a win since then. Today would be a great day to do it. And here we go. It's Yo out in the point. Pocono Racing trying to go back-to-back. We've never seen a team do that before in the series, so that would be a first. Brett Sierra second, and not for long. Here comes Sierra in the 67 down to the bottom of the racetrack, side by side through the tunnel turn. Sierra's going to go to the point here for the moment. He's got some drafting help from Igor Barreto. They're still side by side down the short chute, but he'll send it off into turn number 3. Here comes Barreto following him. Now Thompson wants to try and close in. Arthur Xavier and Rutkowski's up to 6 in just 4 laps. He's putting on the turbo jets here early on in this race. Zeidel's not too far behind. Now, luckily for Zeidel, Monaco's losing a bunch of time here early, but the other is, here comes Dustin Davis now in the 77. This is a battle for the 11th position here. This is a battle for 11th. Here comes Dustin Davis. He's had a pretty atrocious last couple of races here. 2 finishes outside the top 30 at Indian Watkins Glen. And it's cost him about 100 points in the championship to Zeidel. He's going to try and make some of that back. Maybe Dustin Davis has some of that late season magic hiding along there in that machine, that Arctic Racing machine. As for the lead, Igor Barreto in the 0-2 to the bottom of Brett Sierra in the 67, coming off of turn number 3. Who's Thompson going to draft to the lead here? Down the front straightaway at the stripe, it was Brett Sierra barely holding on to the lead. Thompson to 3rd. Here comes Barreto, though. He's got that bottom lane, which in 1 and 2 is pretty good, but Sierra gets a great jump off the top side here coming out of 1 and 2. Side by side down the back straightaway. Here comes Colton Yo, wants to get a shot back at that lead. Thought about going 3 wide there into the tunnel turn and thought better of it. Davis is up into 9th. Zeidel's still in 11th, though, so it's not like these championship contenders are far apart from each other here. Eric Monaco's the one guy who's really lost a bunch of time. He's not even battling right now inside the top 25. Eric Monaco hanging out there in 28th position. This would be a costly day for him in the championship if he finishes out there while Davis, Zeidel, and Rutkowski are all running up front here. Rutkowski's really had a strong car here early in this race. He's got his teammate Arthur Xavier in front of him. Xavier's going to stick to the high side. Rutkowski's going to go to the bottom. He'll get stuck behind Thompson, but Thompson, he may be able to use Thompson and just draft him along. Here they go down the short chute. Rutkowski clears his teammate. Now here comes Dustin Davis in the 77. Davis looking to capitalize on an opportunity here today and see what he can do if he can get back into this title hunt. And Polar Star Motorsports, if either Rutkowski or Xavier to win, that would be 5 wins on the season. That would make them the winningest team in series history at the moment. No, actually, I just thought about that. Pocono Racing is actually at the moment the winningest team in series history. 2 wins last season, 3 wins this season, so they now have 5 career wins as a team. Polar Star Motorsports looking to tie that here today. Top 3 breaking away. Here comes Davis to the bottom of Xavier. Zeidel's cracking his way back into the top 10, though. He got around Clifton. He got around Brock Nelson. He's now looking to get around Alexander Rowe. Keegan Thompson's now looking to get around Igor Barreto. Thompson's teammate, Alexander Rowe, has a win this season. He'd love to join his teammate Rowe in the win column here. And they've had such a they've had a great second half of the season. Thompson hasn't been fantastic. He's still only 36 in the points. But they are doing better than what they were earlier in the year. Obviously, Alexander Rowe, who is literally bottom of the points for the first half of the season, has somehow managed to claw his way back up to 34th in the points, which is remarkable given how far behind he was early in the year. But here goes Thompson. He'll get by Barreto. Now Yo's going to go with him. Side by side down the short chute. And here comes Dustin Davis in the 77. Side by side with Rutkowski here. Zeidel still lurking around there in the back of this field, but he got around Rowe, so he's going to move up to 9th. Davis trying to gain as much points on these top 2 in the standings as he can. He'll get right around Rutkowski. Almost gets into the back bumper of Colton Yo. But that's Davis into the top 5. Rutkowski back to 6th. 7th is Johnson. 8th is Xavier. 9th is Zeidel. And obviously, if you're Zeidel, you want to win this race, but you know, if you get a good points day out of it, it's not always lost. Sierra, though, is just holding firm right now at the moment here. He's got a big lead at the moment, about 0.3 of a second. Nobody seems to really be chasing him down here at the moment. Barreto and Thompson just keep shuffling the position back and forth for them. Oh, Barreto with a huge run on the bottom. Slides it up on top in front of Thompson. Now he'll try and see if he can get some draft off of the 67 of Sierra. Now he's got to deal with Thompson in the 69, though. He'll go for a big old dive bomb. They're down into turn number 2. They'd shuffle that second position around again, but it opens the door for Dustin Davis in the 77. Oh, there he goes. He's going to try a 2-for-1. He gets by Barreto. Now he's going to try and get by Keegan Thompson. Not going to quite have enough yet. Now we're Arctic Racing trying to get a double podium here today. Boy, that would be... I mean, we've still never seen a team finish 1-2 before. We've seen double podiums. Pocono Racing was the last. Pocono Racing actually may have both the double podiums in history. Twin Ring and the Daytona Road Course last year. 3 Toyotas at the front of this field. The 2 Arctic racing machines of Sierra and Davis, who are about to be 1-2 as Davis sends it up the bottom of Thompson. Second place now going to go to Dustin Davis, looking to chase down his teammate here. Oh boy, oh boy. Some team drama here at the front of this field. Dustin Davis has got to try and see if he can get away from Yo and Thompson as fast as he can. Because Sierra just keeps pulling away here. Half a second out of the gap, and here comes David Johnson with the big ol' send up the bottom of the racetrack. What a move from Johnson going to third there. Johnson went from 5th to 3rd in one corner, got by around both Yo and Thompson with a clean 3-wide pass. Oh my goodness, Dustin Davis sent it in there. Davis with the full send up to the back bumper of his teammate. He's going to be in the draft now. Here comes Johnson, though, in the 10. He wants a say in this. Coming off the corner, down the front straightaway. 8 laps to go at the stripe. It is still Sierra and Davis, the 2 Arctic Racing teammates, 1 and 2. Sierra's led about 8 straight laps, I think, now. So Sierra clearly got a fast car here, but don't look now. Here comes Davis up the long pond back straightaway. Is he gonna have anything for him here as we head down into the tunnel turn? He'll go to the bottom of the racetrack. He'll go side by side with his teammate, and he's going to make the pass fairly easy. They'll go side by side down the short chute. Davis should get him going into turn number 3. And new leader here at Pocono, Dustin Davis in the 77. Oh boy, oh boy, watch out for Justin Zeidel looking to get around Joe Rutkowski here. This could be big in the championship if Zeidel could send Rutkowski back a couple positions. Oh boy, oh boy. Current battle for 20th position starts. Oh, there they go. Big wreck. Turner gets sent up the racetrack. Oh, Shane Lake gets into That's going to bring out the yellow very late in the going here. Oh, Turner, Shane Lake destroyed for another week here. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This throws a big old wrench into the... Shane Lake just hasn't had the luck the past few weeks. Turner, 2 wins on the season, but... sometimes just, it's just been such a frustrating season for Turner, even though he's got those 2 wins. Well, here we go. We're going to line them up. Nobody should be pitting here. Nobody should be pitting at all in any of the races. Oh, they're going to drive right through the pace car. That's lovely. We're going to line them up with Dustin Davis, Brett Sierra, David Johnson, Keegan Thompson, Colton Yo, your top 5. Xavier Rutkowski, Zeidel, Barreto, and Rowe, the rest of your top 10 here. Let's take a look at a replay of this incident that took Shane Lake and Jesse Turner involved here. And then we'll be back here for the restart here. In race 1 of the Kalahari Resorts Long Pond Super Sprint. So watch here into turn number 1. I don't know what Josh Williamson was doing, but he just dive bombed turn number 1. Put Jesse Turner getting a huge lick there from Shane Lake. A tough break for the Buck Racing driver, number 6. Nothing he could have done there. Just Williamson, the 99, got in the corner a little too hot there and just drove right through him, putting Turner in the wall, ending his shot at a victory here today. Okay, so things getting exciting here. Dustin Davis pits, Brett Sierra pits, split strategy up and down the field. Josh Williamson is going to stay out. Oh boy, oh boy. So half the field comes down pit road here. Oh, this is going to get interesting here, folks. Half the field comes down pit road for what looks like splash and go stops. Because everybody's getting out of their box about as fast as they get into it. Sierra, Thompson, Johnson. Zeidel's going to lose a bunch of positions here on pit road. He's going to get caught behind about 4 or 5 different cars here. Oh my goodness, here we go. So this just throws a huge curveball in the race. And now Josh Williamson in the 99 is going to inherit the lead because of this pit stop sequence here. I wasn't expecting pit stops. I definitely wasn't expecting the field to split the strategy though. You gotta wonder now if all these cars up here, if they can make it or not. If I remember in the summer, the pit window was, what was it? I didn't think it was only 18 laps. If it's 18 laps, this is going to get very dicey for these leaders. But it's going to get dicey back in the field here now, too, because you're going to have all these guys. They'll have Jesse Turner, the slow car, in front of them. And they're all going to be hustling with each other to get out of this bottom half of the points that a lot of them are now in. So, Dustin Davis, Brett Sierra, one moment, looking for a 1-2 for Arctic. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. And now all the rest of the leaders are coming down pit road? What in the world? I'm not going to act like I know what the heck just happened here. This is absolutely bonkers scenes here from Pocono. All those cars who just stayed out on the racetrack there when everybody else pit are literally now coming down pit road. I have no idea what on earth is going on, but I do know that Brett Sierra and Dustin Davis are leading the field here. No, it's David Johnson. He got by them both in turn number 1. So Brett Sierra and Dustin Davis now chasing David Johnson as Johnson is looking to get Perez Family Racing their second win of the season. Here comes Rutkowski now stuffing his name into the picture here. He'll get to the bottom of Keegan Thompson. He's got help from Colton Yo, Igor Barreto. And we have another caution here on the racetrack. That should do it. Oh, Logan Williams and Scott Upton pile drive the wall here. Coming out of turn number 4, turn number 3, David Johnson, I think, might have just won himself his first career race. What a hectic scene here. We had all those cars coming down pit road. David Johnson launched to the lead there on the restart. He got right around Brett Sierra as quickly as he could. And I think he just won himself his first career race doing that, because I don't think even with the 2-lap cautions that we're getting restarted. That was a big hit there for Logan Williams and Scott Upton. Upton is out of the race. No, he's not out of the race. Incredible. Noah Clifton also torn up there. Nathan Baird's gonna get a decent finish out of this. Honda Hamill's going to get a good points day. Arctic Racing does have a double podium. It's not with the win, but second and third would be huge for them. Given that the Outer Island cars are currently, Monaco is being scored 40th at the moment, and McMillan is 35th, so Arctic Racing may take this owner's standings lead back. They've got 3 cars in the top 20. I don't know what on earth just happened here at Pocono. We were coming to the restart. We took the restart. Everybody who stayed out pit. And then you look up 2 seconds later, David Johnson has the lead. And about as fast as David Johnson took the lead, we had another caution come out. That's it. The lights aren't off on the pace car. So that's it. If David Johnson makes it around another about two laps here around Pocono, he is a winner in the Body Armor Cup Series. What a chaotic turn of events here. What an absolutely chaotic moment here at Pocono Raceway. Monaco, 39th on the grid at the moment. That is going to be catastrophic for his title chances. McMillan is also way back here. That is catastrophic for both Monaco's title chances in the drivers and Otter Island's chances in the constructors. Zidell P9, Rutkowski P4, Davis P3. I don't know what in the world you just had happen. That was legitimately one of the most chaotic turns of events we've ever seen. I don't know what in the world I don't understand. What in the world was this what in the world was half the field thinking? Because of all the chaos with that. I mean, look at Clifton and Upton are gonna get 21st and 23rd with nuke race cars. I don't know what the hell these guys were thinking. Like, if we were short on fuel, if you weren't going to make it on fuel, why not just pit? Why not just pit when everybody else did? They didn't even take the flag. They literally just followed the pace car down pit road. I'm such at a loss for words right now, what we just witnessed. Well, David Johnson is going to win the race if he makes it around. Patrick Smith and Alexander Rowe are going to be on the front row in race number 2. I mean, we've seen track position is fairly important, but Dustin Davis started outside the top 20 and in 20 laps got a podium finish out of this. So it's important, but you can make up ground despite not being on the front row. Now the big loser, Eric Monaco, is going to have to start 39th in race number 2. That is going to sting for him. Caleb Rose, another poor finish. Equan has him a poor finish. I don't know. We'll see in the post-race the level that Dustin Davis gains in the points. I believe he's at 82, and I believe Zidell, where he would finish, would be 60 points. So he should gain about 20 points on Justin Zidell. Obviously, he'll have his work cut out for him in race number 2, because he's going to start from 17th or 18th on the grid. Same with Rutkowski. Zidell's really not going to... Zidell's only going to flip, I think, 2 positions and start in 11th or so. So he'll have a good starting spot, but... Our second ever Pocono race to end under yellow. David Johnson is going to score his first career win here in the Body Armor Cup Series. David Johnson, Perez Family Racing, score a victory here today in the Kalahari Resorts Long Pond Super Sprint race number 1 here from the Pocono Raceway. And he only led the last 3 laps of the race. Arctic Racing dominated the first 3 quarters of this race, but Johnson split them on the caution. And then coming to the restart there, he dove bomb it into turn number 1, got around Sierra, and then obviously he didn't have to worry about too much more, because all he had to do was run for his life, and he was able to come out on top here. David Johnson, Brett Sierra, Dustin Davis, Rutkowski, Keegan Thompson, Colton Yo, Igor Barreto, Durrani, Zidell, Marty Sakala, sneaking a top 10 out of that. Take a look there at the rest of your results. Nathan Baird, a nice run for him. Angel Olvera, solid P14th. Brock Nelson never led a lap, but finished P15th, so not a terrible day for him. Some of these guys, though, in the championship hunt. Eric Monaco, Caleb Rose, who felt like he was a legit championship contender for the early part of the season. Just a bunch of drivers here. And you're running, we're going to probably start, well, I shouldn't say that, but there's a lot of guys who they may not be mathematically eliminated from the standings, but they are eliminated essentially from the champion in all realisticness. Not really going to have a whole lot left in the championship hunt, but we'll just have to wait and see how it plays out. But that does it here, folks, from race 1 of the Kalahari Resorts Long Pond Super Sprint. 2 more races coming at you tomorrow. The 27th and 28th rounds of the season here. The season's winding down to a close. David Johnson kicks off the weekend. Can he or Perez Family Racing go for the weekend sweep? That's going to be a fun thing to watch for. We've never, we're looking to see, could somebody sweep a doubleheader weekend? Could somebody sweep the doubleheader tomorrow? We'll have to find out, because keep in mind, race number 3 is set off of the driver's standings. But that does it here for us today. Congratulations to David Johnson, Perez Family Racing, on the victory here today. Until then, so long, everybody.